Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to another video on the TMossBoss versus Food channel, and in today's video, this video will be dedicated and will be only for pregnant women because this was an experience that I had that I wish I didn't have. And I don't think I had a chance yet to talk about it on this channel. I did think I did make a video where I talked on my old job working at the cafe in Seattle, but there are so many stories that I can tell you from like food, just everything that you need to know about, working in the food industry. But no, this video in particular, I'm like, nah, I got to do this video because this is something a pregnant woman should never put a restaurant worker through. But anyway, so to give you guys the story, the spill, a little story time within this video. So, at my job, we had the breakfast hour, the hours, the turnover hour, and then the lunch hours, and then closing. So, anyways, we had the 1 hour to turn over from breakfast to lunch. Now I'm out there doing my thing, cleaning the counters. Or I think I was like putting out the some of the lunch stuff because we besides being cashiers, like we also did have a job of like helping out the cooks and the chefs and stuff. So sometimes we'll set up things for them in case they're busy and all that. So anyways, I start hearing like some like paper like cackling and stuff behind me. Didn't think too much of it. I was just like, oh, it's probably just one of the cooks or the chefs, adding something. So anyways, I turn around, I see that it's a customer. And I'm like, hey, ma'am, look, this area doesn't open up until 11 for lunch and stuff. We have like a rule that we need to follow. Me at least, maybe not for you. But anyways, I tell her that. I'm like, hey, this area doesn't open up until 11 for lunch. I kid you not, and this is why I'm doing this video. She looks me dead in my face and was like, but I'm pregnant. And like mean me, like the me that just doesn't care, the one that's like, you know what? There are a few choice of words that I want to say, but I'm not gonna say it because I really don't want to have any more interactions with you, and also I want to keep my job. So mean me would have been like, what does that got to do with me? You got pregnant. That ain't my kid. That's your kid. It'd be different if it was my kid, that I had to worry about, but it's not. I'm like, that is a completely, no, that ain't got nothing to do with me. That is between you and the father of that child. I'm saying, like, my thing is this. And it wasn't like this, this was like a low end, like, like homeless people or people, like, I'm saying, like, I know for a fact that she had a high-end job, because I'm like, we worked in a building, and I'm like, look, anybody that works in a building most likely got a high-end job, all right? You getting some sort of funds to the point where you can take care of yourself, like, I would imagine, like, if you are because she looked like she could have probably been in her 30s or something. I'm thinking in my head, like, okay, you are at a point in time in your life where, like, okay, you're responsible in like, most people's words, most people's imagination when they see you, that you are in a responsible stage in life to the point now where you want to bring kids into this world. I can respect that. But my thing is this, all right? If you know you're going to get hungry at a certain time, bring in food. I'm saying, like, you know why you need to bring in food. Bring in food. Like, I just don't get that. And then on top of that, I know people are going to probably ask, well, were there other food options? All around the cafe. All around the cafe. I'm saying, like, and they hadn't even gotten rid of the breakfast food yet, so she could have very well went to go get some breakfast food. I'm saying, at the end of the day, food is food. Whether, if you're hungry, you ain't going to care what's there. You just want to eat. But she went to a specific area, the deli area, was scrounging around like for the foods, and so I had walked off. I was like, nah, I don't even want to like have no interactions with her and stuff. I honestly don't. But I'm like, look, that's gonna make people uncomfortable. Like doing that's gonna make a person not want to ever be bothered. And you might get, my thing is this, I just walked off because I'm like, look, I ain't gonna be that, a hard cashier where it's like I gotta give you problems and troubles. I'm just gonna walk off. Just go to the back, take a couple of breathers, because I'm thinking in my head, like, what does you being pregnant have to do with me doing my job? Like, now this cook, I'm like, gotta go tell him, I'm like, hey, you gotta go refill up your food because, oh, pregnant whoever is like, oh, she got, like, yeah, got pregnant about 6-7 months ago. Now all of a sudden that gotta be our problem. I don't know what that got to do with me, but at the end of the day, and I know people are gonna probably be thinking in their heads like, oh, TMossBoss, he isn't sympathetic. He doesn't have no sympathy. He doesn't care about the pregnant women. I do. Bro, all the time I was having conversations with the pregnant women there, but at least they brought in their own food. It wasn't screwing it up for me, myself and the cooks that was there. To where now we gotta like add more work on top of what we're doing. So I'm saying like, nah, it's stuff like that where it's like because see, we had like a standard where we wanted the food to look like brand spanking new, perfect, like where it hasn't been touched, it hasn't, and I think it was because like I remember when I started working there, they had like this whole standard where it's like, it's not touched, like that's why we wait until like usually like the last minute. So like when customers they walk in, they see that it's like, okay, it's just put out, hasn't been touched, nothing's been done to it, nobody's been grabbing at it or nothing. Because I'm saying if that's the case, bruh, I made me a deli sandwich like right there in the middle of the like lunch hour. That was on my little phase when I was like, or turnover hour, but that was in my little phase when I was eating deli sandwiches and stuff, but I was like, nah, that was like high school me. Like we had like this big like giant breads when we were in high school, so I was like the deli sandwiches, they used to slap at my high school, but then they changed it to wheat bread. Why? I don't know, but anyways, I should do that. I should talk about like the freaking school food and stuff, because I think you guys would be a little bit interested in that to know how my school food was. But yeah, but like back to what I was saying, like, if you're pregnant and then you go into a restaurant expecting like special, treatment because you're pregnant, they ain't got you being pregnant ain't got nothing to do with workers that has to like follow their job. Because I'm saying like let it be in a situation where your job is affected because of me wanting to, like, because she worked for so I think at the end of the day she did work for Nordstrom's. I don't like, I feel like that I can't say that, like it ain't like I ain't say like the girl's name, race, birth certificate, social security number, and none of that, but she worked for a clothing store, she worked for Nordstrom's. So my thing is this, imagine where it's like I come through there and I'm getting a pair of shoes that hadn't been released yet. And I'm like, oh, but I review sneakers on YouTube, which I do. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Sneakers Insight, and I also do review shoes on my main channel, TMossBoss. Go check them out. But anyways, little plug in. But anyways, that's like if I came through her job talking about, oh, can I get these unreleased pair of Jordans? Oh, but I'm a sneakerhead. Oh, but I review shoes. This is for my sake. What does that have to do with her? What does me being a YouTuber have to do with her? Not absolutely nothing. So what does her pregnancy, what does that little, child, that munchkin, that boy or girl, what does that have to do with me? They ain't got nothing to do with me. I hope she remembers that. I hope that haunts her at night. I hope she can't sleep at night because of that. I hope every time she looks at that kid, just be like, hey, I had to go and get food when I didn't even need to, when I couldn't even get food to feed you. So I hope that haunts her. But anyways, yeah, but just people, or pregnant women, please don't do that. Or pregnant men, because I think there's just recently they announced that another man got pregnant, or he did like a little transition, and he was pregnant and stuff. So men, just don't do that, okay? Don't think you get some specialized treatment because you pregnant. That's on you. That's on you and your significant other. That ain't got nothing to do with me, all right? So. But anyways, and that being said, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and peace.